For decades, Iran's air force has been stuck in the past, relying on aircraft that date back to the era before the 1979 revolution. Many of these jets, once state-of-the-art, are now considered obsolete by modern standards, and keeping them operational has become a constant struggle for Iranian engineers and pilots. Its fleet is aging and increasingly outmatched by regional rivals like Israel and Saudi Arabia, whose air forces are equipped with some of the world's most advanced fighter jets. This technological gap has left Iran vulnerable, unable to compete on equal footing in the skies above the Middle East. Now, after years of speculation and behind-the-scenes negotiations, Tehran is closer than ever to acquiring the Russian Sukhoi Su-35, a highly advanced multi-role fighter. This move could finally break Iran's long-standing technological isolation and provide a much-needed boost to its air force's capabilities. The Su-35 isn't just a new jet, it's a symbol of Iran's determination to reassert itself as a regional power. For Iranian leaders, acquiring such advanced aircraft is about more than military hardware. It's about prestige, deterrence, and sending a message to both allies and adversaries. Iran's current aircraft are relics, many of them dating back to the 1960s and 70s, leaving its pilots at a severe disadvantage in any modern conflict. Spare parts are scarce, and maintenance is a constant challenge, forcing Iran to rely on ingenuity and improvisation just to keep its planes flying. The Su-35 deal is seen as a critical step to level the playing field and deter attacks. With its advanced radar, maneuverability, and weapon systems, the Su-35 could dramatically enhance Iran's ability to defend its airspace and project power across the region. Years of false starts, shifting alliances, and diplomatic hurdles have made this a high-stakes saga. Unconfirmed reports of deliveries and secret negotiations only add to the intrigue, as the world watches to see if Iran will finally receive its long-awaited new wings. At its core, Iran's pursuit of the Su-35 is about survival, seeking a credible air force to defend its skies, deter potential adversaries, and shift the region's security balance. For Iran, modernizing its air force is not just a military necessity, but a matter of national pride and sovereignty. If successful, this acquisition could mark Iran's biggest military transformation in over 40 years, reshaping the balance of power in the Middle East, and signaling a new era for the Iranian Air Force. The Sukhoi Su-35, or Flanker E, is one of the world's most advanced 4.5 generation fighter jets. Its thrust vectoring engines and Irbis E radar give it unmatched agility and the ability to detect stealth aircraft at long range. The Su-35 can carry a vast array of missiles, making it a threat to both enemy fighters and ground targets. For Iran, this leap is like trading a classic car for a Formula One racer, instantly making it the most advanced jet in its fleet. Its presence alone would force adversaries to rethink their strategies. The Su-35's versatility means Iran could defend its airspace and conduct precision strikes, fundamentally upgrading its military capabilities. This acquisition would be Iran's most significant conventional military boost in decades. Iran's air force is a patchwork of aging American, Russian, and Chinese jets, most dating back to before the 1979 revolution. The F-14 Tomcats, once cutting-edge, are now over 40 years old and kept flying only through ingenuity and cannibalized parts. Other mainstays like the F-4 Phantom and F-5 Tiger are hopelessly outdated against modern adversaries. Sanctions have cut Iran off from spare parts and upgrades, forcing it to rely on domestic fixes that can't match original quality. This leaves Iran's pilots flying technologically inferior and potentially unreliable aircraft. The Air Force's role has shifted to pure defense, struggling to intercept intruders and vulnerable to modern threats. The Su-35 isn't just an upgrade, it's essential to plug a glaring hole in Iran's defenses. Without it, Iran's skies remain dangerously exposed. Decades of international sanctions have left Iran unable to buy or maintain modern Western jets. Sanctions block not just new aircraft, but also the spare parts and technical support needed to keep old ones flying. Iran has turned to black markets and domestic production, but these solutions are costly and unreliable. The economic impact of sanctions makes big-ticket purchases like the Su-35 even harder to finance. Russia, outside the Western sanctions regime, is one of Iran's only options for advanced military technology. The Su-35 deal is a direct result of this shared isolation, with both countries seeking to bypass Western pressure. For Iran, Russia is more than a supplier, it's a lifeline. This partnership is Tehran's only real path to modernizing its air force. The Su-35 sale highlights the growing partnership between Iran and Russia, forged by mutual isolation and strategic necessity. Russia is one of the few nations willing to sell Iran advanced weapons, while Iran is a key customer and regional partner for Moscow. Recent deliveries of Russian trainer jets to Iran paved the way for more sophisticated fighters. Their cooperation extends both ways. Iran has supplied Russia with drones for its war in Ukraine. Still, Russia must balance this relationship with its ties to other regional powers, especially Israel. The Su-35 deal signals Moscow's willingness to deepen its alliance with Tehran, despite potential fallout. This move sends a clear message. Western isolation is driving these two powers closer together. News of Iran's potential Su-35 fleet has sent shockwaves through the region, deeply alarming rivals like Israel and Saudi Arabia. These countries have long viewed their air superiority as a cornerstone of national security, and the prospect of Iran fielding such advanced jets is causing serious concern among military planners and political leaders alike. For years, Israel and Saudi Arabia have relied on cutting-edge technology and well-trained pilots to maintain dominance in the skies. Now, with Iran potentially acquiring the Su-35, they face a credible and sophisticated challenge that could erode their traditional advantage and force them to rethink their defense strategies. For Israel, the Su-35's powerful radar systems and long-range missiles make any mission over Iranian airspace far riskier, complicating both intelligence gathering and potential airstrikes. The stakes for any future military action have risen dramatically, with new risks and uncertainties. Gulf states, too, are watching closely. They fear Iran's enhanced ability to project power across the Persian Gulf, threatening vital shipping lanes and the free flow of energy exports that are crucial to the global economy. In response, these countries are likely to accelerate their own arms purchases, seeking to upgrade their fleets with the latest Western technology. This could fuel a new and potentially destabilizing regional arms race as each side tries to outpace the other. The United States, as the main security guarantor for many of these nations, is watching developments closely. Washington may boost its own military presence in the region and increase support for its allies to counterbalance Iran's growing capabilities. The Su-35 deal directly undermines decades of U.S. policy aimed at containing Iran's military power, raising new questions about the future of American influence in the Middle East. This isn't just a regional issue. It's drawing global powers deeper into the complex security dynamics of the Middle East, with implications that could reach far beyond the region itself. The arrival of these advanced jets could reshape the region's military balance overnight, setting the stage for a new era of competition and uncertainty in the Middle East. Buying Su-35s is just the beginning. Making them combat-ready is a far bigger challenge for Iran. Iranian pilots must master a jet far more advanced than anything they've flown, requiring years of intensive training. Ground crews need to learn new maintenance and repair skills, or the jets will quickly become inoperable. Iran will depend on Russia for spare parts and technical support, creating a major vulnerability if relations sour. Establishing a reliable supply chain is critical to keeping the fleet airborne. Integrating the Su-35 into Iran's mixed arsenal, combining Russian, American, Chinese, and domestic systems, is a huge technical hurdle. Without seamless communication and data links, the jets could end up isolated and less effective. The real test isn't just buying the jets, but making them a true force multiplier. Success will depend on Iran's ability to overcome these daunting integration challenges. The Su-35 saga is clouded by rumors, official claims, and denials, making the truth elusive. Iranian officials have repeatedly announced imminent deliveries, but concrete evidence remains scarce. These statements may serve as political messaging, boosting morale and projecting strength amid economic crisis. For Russia, ambiguity keeps options open with both Iran and other regional players. Until there's verifiable proof, like satellite images or official confirmation, skepticism is warranted. Western analysts doubt near-term delivery, suggesting major obstacles remain. The reality likely lies between political posturing and a complex, still pending military deal. Will the Su-35 truly change Iran's fortunes, or is it just another headline in a long saga of military posturing? The arrival of these advanced jets has sparked intense debate, both within Iran and among its rivals. On paper, it's a game-changer, giving Iran a credible deterrent and forcing adversaries to rethink their strategies. The Su-35's advanced avionics, powerful engines, and long-range missiles could, in theory, tip the balance in the skies. But a handful of jets can't transform an entire air force or erase decades of technological lag. Iran's air fleet is still a patchwork of aging aircraft, and the Su-35s are just a small piece of a much larger puzzle. Iran's rivals still field hundreds of modern fighters, backed by robust support networks, advanced surveillance, and well-trained pilots. The regional balance of power remains heavily tilted. The Su-35s would be high-value targets, and Iran faces steep challenges in training, maintenance, and logistics. Integrating such sophisticated jets into an older infrastructure is no small feat, and keeping them combat-ready will test Iran's resources and expertise. The real impact may be more political than military. A symbol of Iran's defiance and its deepening alliance with Russia. This partnership sends a message to the world, signaling a shift in alliances and a willingness to challenge the status quo. This complicates efforts to contain Iran and adds a new variable to Middle East security. Regional powers and global actors alike must now reconsider their strategies in light of this new development. The Su-35 is both a tangible upgrade and a potential false hope. It represents ambition, but also the limits of what a few advanced jets can achieve in a complex geopolitical landscape. Its true value will depend on Iran's ability to integrate and sustain it over time. Success will require not just hardware, but also training, discipline, and a long-term vision for modernization. The story of Iran's new wings is just beginning, and its final chapter is still unwritten. Only time will reveal whether the Su-35 marks a new dawn, or simply another fleeting hope in Iran's quest for air power.